Our Let's Talk About It segments are about breaking down the stigma and the shame of mental health struggles like anxiety and depression.
This month, we are highlighting a group of men addressing these issues head on. Chris Costa is here to explain. Hi, Chris.
Brian and Amanda, the Sad Dads Club started as three guys in Maine sharing a tragic bond, fathers of stillborn babies. They all said they wanted to protect their wives in that moment, putting their own griefs aside. But ever since they started confiding in each other, they realized there was a gap in support for parents who lose children, so they took action.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome.
Every Thursday night, Rob Ryder opens his computer to greet a group of strangers.
Hate the reason why you're here.
Men bonded by grief.
There's just so much that sucks about it.
This is the Sad Dads Club.
It was a C-section at 38 weeks and 5 days.
They meet every Thursday night to talk about their feelings that come after the death of their children.
The feelings are devastation, confusion, sadness that almost feels surreal.
Rob Ryder and Jay Tansey have been friends since attending Bowdoin College.
I'm Jay, I'm Bella's dad.
A friend Jay needed when he and his wife Ellie lost their daughter Bella in 2017 to a stillbirth.
You don't get through it. This too doesn't pass. You just learn how to navigate life in a different way.
Piloting around the pangs of what could have been.
Breast milk coming in, but there not being any baby. Another reminder of not having, your baby in your arms at home.
11 months later, Rob and his wife Tahila lost their daughter, Lila, the same way.
I just wanted to do whatever I could to protect her because I felt so helpless from being unable to protect my daughter. That became my focus, not my own grief, not my own heartbreak, not my own confusion with am I a father? Because my daughter is not living. She didn't come home.
What appeared to be coincidence became fate. 7 months later, Chris Piasecki and his wife, Sarah, got the news. Their unborn daughter, Isabel, had no heartbeat.
For those who don't know what it's like to see your child wheeled out of a room for what you know is going to be the last time, it's horror. But here you go, right? So it's a horrific feeling.
While family supported them, something was missing. Chris had never met Rob and Jay until his sister-in-law put them in touch.
But Jay was the first person. I did not have to explain why I felt this way. I didn't have to justify my feelings. I could just exist.
Literally, my safety net expanded. My space for validation, my space for comfort, my space for safety, where I could talk about what I was feeling from the unique perspective of a father, from the non-birthing parent. I now had two guys that I could go to and talk about it with instead of just one. So literally, my network doubled. We figured there are other dads out there who likely needed a similar space and a similar outlet.
Glad to see everybody here today. Missed all you guys.
Now the Sad Dads Club routinely has dozens of dads joining a Zoom call each week, often with a theme.
Tonight's topic, once again, it's personal, it's dicey, it's uncomfortable.
Intimacy after loss.
And that's really hard to talk about, even just me saying it now. I've never said that out loud. I've never admitted that to anybody else.
Rob, what you were saying that, sex used to be easy, sex used to be fun.
The dads come from all over the country and the world. The U.S. CDC says about 1 in 175 babies are stillborn.
It's less than 1%, but when you're those parents who are coming home without your baby in your arms, like, math is not on your side. It doesn't, you feel like math has betrayed you.
Since their respective losses, all three of these dads now have their rainbow babies.
Rainbow baby is the living child you have after losing a child. So, after the storm comes the rainbow.
Cherishing what they've gained after what they've lost. And making sure to keep their child's memory alive.
I think that's the most heartbreaking thing behind losing your child, is having your child forgotten. They have to exist through your voice, through your stories, and that's why we put such an emphasis on saying each other's children's names, because otherwise we don't get to hear them.
The Sad Dads Club is a nonprofit, and their goal is to raise money to help men pay for professional mental health treatment. If you'd like to connect with them, we've included links in the article that's going to be on our website and mobile app. It's going to go out at 7 o'clock tonight.
Wow, such an important space.
Yeah, and powerful, Chris, I think, to see a group of men having these vulnerable conversations.
And they all said the same thing. It's so stereotypical that men don't talk about these types of things, and that they needed to provide the space for that. So good on them.
Thank you for highlighting it.